not when it starts recording.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Nico. We got today our first 2019 X5 40i. This is the first actual production car, so we're pretty excited. We're gonna do a quick walk around, then we're gonna take it on a test drive. So I'm sure you've seen photos, you can find better photos online, but just to show you quickly what you get with this car in terms of actual size of it. So let's take a look at the rear seat. Overall, by numbers, this car is really close to the previous model. So I'm gonna actually get in. As you can see right now, the seat is comfortable for me to sit, the front seat, and I'm about 5'11", so there's plenty of leg room for passengers in the back. No extra adjustment on this car, and there's AC controls. This is pretty cool. This is a new thing. There's a nice setup to put entertainment system or like an iPad holder, and chargers, USB chargers in the back. This is pretty standard. And let's take a look at the trunk. Room in the trunk looks to be pretty comparable to the previous one. The loading gate can no longer be opened manually. You have to push the button. You still have this storage right here. It looks like it's a little bit higher up than the previous model. About the third row seat. Third row seat will be available as of December 2018 production, so you can already order it, but we haven't seen it yet. As soon as I can actually do a video, I'll do a separate video for that. And to close, you can push a button, or it close, you can close manually. So we're going to close this, the privacy cover, so it will get quieter, and let's get inside, we'll drive it. So I thought that for this car, we're gonna do just a quick highway drive, and then we'll take some hills, because as an SUV, you know, any large SUV will be comfortable just a long drive on the freeway. So nothing exciting about that. I wanna see how this car handles, you know, something tougher than that. Overall, in terms of driving, which we'll be concentrating on, I just drove it for a few blocks. It feels quieter than the previous model. It feels a little bit more powerful. You can definitely feel the power. It shifts nicely. What I don't feel so far, I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of a little wobbly. It doesn't have that tight BMW feel, at least for now. I don't know why is that, but it's just the only negative thing about this car. While we do that, you can see, take a look at this. A huge screen. This is the new iDrive system. I'll do a separate video for that, but so far it works really well. It's pretty intuitive and fast. Digital driver display, that's another new thing. This will be standard for all BMWs pretty soon. The new AC controls, climate control system. This is again different. Took me just a second to figure it out because I was looking for sync button. There's no sync button, but there's, if you go to AC menu, let's see. Oh, there we go. So that's actually another thing I didn't see. The AC, there are these are two buttons. That's not even one button. There's AC and there's the menu. So AC, we want AC on, and on the menu, that's where you can sync it and make some other adjustments. All right, so we're gonna hop on the freeway. We're just in comfort mode. You can definitely hear it, but as you can see, I'm already going 65. I took over that Subaru like nothing. Steering is very precise. It is light. It's definitely not like the old, you know, the 2009 to 2013 steering. I don't know how to compare it to the previous one. It feels about the same. It's not too loose. I like it. I would not have any problem with that. Let's see. Let's put it in sport for a second. So it definitely tightens up in sport. And it's still pretty quiet. Let's do that in comfort. Responds nicely. here. So we're gonna take this exit. That's enough for the freeway. Okay, so this hump is pretty, I drive here all the time. That's a big hump. So it took that hump really well. So even though it feels soft, it takes, you know, bad road conditions pretty well. All right, so here what I'm gonna do, there's a tight turn, and slam the brakes a little bit. That was really good. And then throw it in the corner. Yeah, so that actually makes me feel much better this turn, because even though when you go straight it feels really soft, so you would think there will be body roll. There was absolutely no body roll right here. So I take what I said back. The handling is really nice in this car. You just have to really push it to get a good feel for it. All right, so now we're on Petrara Hill, and we're gonna take some hills, some stops, and to see how it feels. Separate issue while we're here, this car has that whole second level autonomy, adaptive cruise control, lane assistant, and it's supposed to steer itself. So this I'm going to test that separately, because it's not specifically this model related, and we'll do a separate video for that. All right, I got some speed bumps here. Again, I'm not slowing down that much. I'm going about 30 miles over a speed bump, and it's really nice. Alright, so let's try to turn here. Let's test full stop. Okay, so the hill hold assist looks fine. Yeah, this is the real test. Driving a car like that on the hills of San Francisco, you really get a feel of what, you know, what a large SUV can do. Because on the freeway, you know, any whatever Chevy Tahoe will be nice and comfortable. Making it maneuverable on these roads, that's the trick. Let's try sport mode again. I'm sure I can hear that shift. That shift was really nice, really crisp and precise, and it did not rev it too high, so it's really sensitive to your input. It doesn't tell me which gear it's in. Let's see, what if I do this? Okay, so now it actually tells me which gear I'm in. Second, third. Yeah, the transmission I really felt from the beginning was good, and it feels really nice. I guess there's a reason even the new M5 has the regular sport transmission and not the DCT, because they found a way to improve it, and it works really well. All right, so this is the 40i, so that's the smaller engine, the 3-liter turbo. You can hear it, but the power is absolutely, there's enough. So it's always a question whether one needs bigger engine or a smaller engine. I always say with BMWs, most of the time, you don't need the bigger engine. Unless it's a 320i, any other car, smaller engine is fine. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, we're going to the crooked street, and we're gonna test the handling a little bit more. And great, nobody's in front of us. I'm gonna cut this guy off. All right, this should be fun. Never complain about this car. This car is awesome. Scared this lady with her dogs. Yeah, I can hear the tires, but the car is just fine. There's no body roll, there's no creaks. It just does everything I want it to do. So stops well. Yeah, usually, you know, BMW did not disappoint again. Lately, since I started doing BMWs, which was about almost 7 years ago, every new model is just an improvement, and this is another one. Interesting, what are we doing here? So I'm gonna take this really steep hill and just stop. I'm gonna do dead stop. And I'm going 30 on this crazy hill. Okay. Let's take this dip. So I like it. I really like it. I would definitely recommend this car after just this drive. How does it compare to the previous model? It's an improvement. I think it's small improvements overall in every little thing. It's nothing major because it looks similar. Like the change from 2013 to 2014 was a major change. I think this is a smaller change, not as dramatic, I guess. But it's an improvement. So you get more technology, you get all the better technology. You get some things that were not available in the previous one. You get that second level autonomy. We'll look at all the other stuff, but it's just an improvement on the previous model. Thanks for watching.